There we go. All right, are you guys ready? So parties are great and I love parties. You know, I am a party person. I love them. But how many of you, just by a show of hands, are struggling sometimes with booking online parties, things like that, trying to find a hostess, trying to do all of those things? Yes? And then how many of you are struggling because you're trying to send out samples in advance and then book the appointment and then don't forget to book the appointment and then oh, the samples didn't get there, or we don't have the right ones, or it's $12 to send it? Show of hands. How many of you are lazy like me? Okay, so here's my favorite way in the world to do a quickie facial, quick makeover with my client, okay? And these are usually friends. First of all, they're usually like customers or friends or people that I have talked to before about Mary Kay. So maybe they bought one lip gloss, whatever. Here's my sneaky thing. I'll post something and then someone will comment and I'll be like, hey, what you doing right now? Oh, nothing. Got half an hour? Can I borrow your face? Got half an hour? I'll send you a Zoom link. Fast. How many of you find that when you book parties 2 months in advance before COVID, in the BC days, that they didn't hold anyway? How many of you found that if you didn't, show of hands, right? How many of you found that if you booked it 2 weeks in advance, sometimes it didn't hold? But if it was fast, if it was impromptu, if it was quick, it holds no problem. No problem. So if you're sitting around going, okay, I know I'm supposed to be working my business, but I don't know what to do. What you doing right now? What you doing right now? And now these are designed to be quickie appointments. They are designed to be available with your free Zoom so that you don't need to pay for Zoom. Now, I prefer Zoom. It's a little easier to share the screen and everything else on Zoom, but you can do it in Facebook Messenger or FaceTime if you want. But this requires you to be able to go to the website and have her be able to see that. So that's really important. Okay, so I like Zoom. It's free. It's easy peasy. You send the link, she clicks it. You all figured it out. You're here. She can do it too. Walk her through it. So again, how have I booked for 10 years? Can I borrow your face? That's it. Can I borrow your face? I need to see 30 faces this month. I'm in a challenge to see 30 faces this month. It's okay if it's virtual. I just need to borrow your face. That's it. That's been my booking script for 10 years. I do and have and always will see 30 faces a month. BC, AC, I don't know what it is. During the COVID, I'm still seeing the faces, and you can rock them out and crack them off real fast. So I'm talking like 10 a day. It's fast. It takes very little effort because I'm lazy, and it's really super fun. And it takes one tool, and this is great for new consultants. So when you have somebody new, this is an awesome, easy way to recruit somebody new. And then it's a really great way to show them that they can use the website that came with their kit. They don't have to be sending samples out. They don't have to be sending out catalogs, nothing. All right, so you've got her booked. You get her on the Zoom call. You chat with her a little bit about her skin. You go through maybe if she is already a customer, what's she using, what she's not using, those kinds of things, right? How's your skin doing? Do we need to switch it up? All that stuff, normal things. Profile card kind of questions, right? But this is a makeup appointment, so this is super fast. You can do this with skincare too. So let's say you get on there, and usually before I do this, I've gotten her to do that Skinvigorate or the SkinSight app. So it has the list for me. So I'm like, okay, so Lola, I want you to download this app and take a quick picture and send me your list. And then in 20 minutes or half an hour or 2 hours from now, and I do like them fast. Like I just kind of go, who's around? Whoever's commenting is free. They're just scrolling Facebook. They're not doing anything. They're like, they're going to get involved in some political debate or share something they shouldn't anyway. Save them. Save them from posting their opinion about masks because no one cares. Okay? So save them from themselves. So this is all you do is you get them to do that app. And if you don't have time, that's okay because you can do it right there on the call. You can just get her to check that out if she's on 2 different devices. If not, she can do it afterwards. So I'm going to show you what you do. You hit the share screen on your Zoom, okay? And you just go to the Chrome browser or to whatever browser you're using, and you go right to the website. Now, you can use your own. I just went to the generic one. I just didn't go to Carol T. Okay, so you ready? Here's our website. I'm going to go to right here where it says see the e-catalog. Do y'all see that? Now, there are so many really cool things in here. So when you do this, it says the look of now. There are makeup artist looks. There's a gift guide. There's Mary Kay mentions. There's some different things about the beauty tools that we have, like the e-catalog, stuff like that, stuff about the brush collection, whatever. Oh, and by the way, the gift I give everyone when they do this with me is they get a half-priced brush set. Okay, that's their gift. Just for getting together with me and letting me borrow their face. Costs me nothing. And you know what? You can't use a brush collection if you didn't buy any makeup. So they go and buy stuff. Okay? So I'm going to go here. I'm actually, no, you know what? First of all, I usually do the catalog first and go to the skincare that she selected. So whatever skincare line, and I usually just go to the line. So you know how like the SkinSight app can be really confusing because it's 12,000 supplements, right? And if she isn't on anything, then I'm gonna go take her to one of the sets. Now you're not gonna take her, you know how the back page of the catalog has like everything listed out? You're not gonna take her there, okay? You're gonna take her to the page that has everything described for that particular set. So for example, right here. So let's say she's supposed to be on the miracle set. Watch what happens when I say, now Rose, does that sound good to you? Does this set sound like something you think you need? And she says yes. And even if she doesn't, even if she's like, well, I don't know, I'm not sure. I go, you know what? Why don't we just put it in your fake cart? And we'll talk about it at the end. So we're gonna make a fake cart for you. That way we won't forget stuff. Don't you find you forget stuff all the time? That's what you do. Not wish list, fake cart. It's just fake. How many of you fill up carts when you feel bad? Right? Like my poor Amazon cart is usually like in the morning. I have us packed that if I'm filling my Amazon cart at night when I can't sleep, I'm not allowed to hit submit until the morning. Because no, you don't need all that, right? So I just go like this and I look and I go, you know what? I think you do actually need this whole miracle set. So we're gonna put this in your fake cart. So then if you click the picture of the miracle set, it does this. And then I go, combo to oily though, right? I think that's probably your best one. And I'm gonna add that to the bag. Okay? Then I'm gonna go back. Hit your back browser, it just works just fine. You have to hit it twice though to get back there. And if not, I think you might have, oh no, you have to hit your other, sorry, I lied. You have to hit your other tab. It goes to a new tab. On Chrome anyway. I don't know about anything else, but it goes to a new tab. So I've got her skincare in there. Now she's already on skincare. She did the SkinSight app and then it says she needs Serum C or whatever else, take her there. But every single thing in the e-catalog can be clicked on. And it takes you to it. Watch. I go, oh, I want the peel. Okay, clickety click. Add to bag. Whose mind is blown? Anybody? No? Not yet? Okay. So I'm going to go back to the e-catalog. Then I'm going to go back up here to makeup artist look. Okay, I'm going to hit view all. So makeup artist looks, and I'm going to hit view all. Now I'm going to scroll to these and I say, now, which one of these do you think you like the most for you? Which one of these is something that's within your comfort zone, but is slightly out a little bit? And don't forget, we can always customize the colors. So who wants to play? Unmute yourself, somebody, if they want to play with me, and we'll do it. We'll walk back and forth so that we have it sort of
I'll
mimic.
play with you.
Who's playing with me? Give me your name though, because I can't see you.
Selena.
Hi. Okay, thanks, Selena. All right, so Selena, which look do you like the best?
I think I like Bright Your Way.
Bright Your Way. So what makes you love this? So that's the next question.
What makes
Which look do you like the best? What makes you love this? Okay.
she glows?
She looks glowy. I love that. Okay. And what do you think about the lipstick and the eyeshadow? Like, sounds good to you?
Why not? Little
All
out
right.
of my comfort zone, but let's do it.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna click this together. I'm just gonna show you this on the page. And so what's really cool about Mary Kay is that they make it so easy for us, Selena, by giving us exactly where to put everything and exactly what colors to pick and exactly how to do it. So you might think Carol knows things. And boy, that Carol, she's just so down. She's got this, but she doesn't know a thing. And she just learned everything from Mary Kay because all the instructions are right there. So does that make you feel a little bit better? Like if you ever did think about being a Mary Kay beauty consultant, that you could do this?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
It's like, I wasn't, trying to make you commit or anything, but it's so much easier. This is super easy. So really, one thing that we really want to start with when we're working with our eyes, and in this particular look, because we're looking at a darker eyeshadow, I don't know if you ever have any fallout from eyeshadow or if you ever feel like it's creasing by the end of the day. Does that ever happen to you?
Always. It always creases on me.
Have you ever used an eye primer?
I never have.
Would you like to add this to your fake cart?
So does it not make my eyes greasy?
That's the best part, is it's kind of like an oil mattifier, and it lets the eyeshadow stick to it all day so that it just gives you that 24-hour hold if you did decide to stay up for 24 straight hours. I mean, who's going to do that? But most people are just going to want this for their 12-hour day, and it just keeps it on all day. It's clear, it goes on white, and then it dries to a clear finish, and you just press your eyeshadow on top.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'd really like to try that.
All right, so I'm going to add this to your fake cart. Watch what happens, you guys. All I have to do is press the plus button. Doesn't even take me away. Cool, right? Yes? Okay,
That's
sorry.
handy. No,
Okay, so
good.
now we're gonna go to translucent powder. So now translucent powder is something that you usually use all over your face, but in this look, they want you to put it over top of your eye primer just to make sure, like you said, your eyelids are oily.
Yes.
So this is something I think would be something to consider at the end in your fake cart. Does that sound okay?
Sure. Okay,
Don't
if you
forget,
think so.
at the end, we'll figure it out. But here's the cool thing about translucent powder is it's kind of like an Instagram filter for your face.
Oh.
So it absorbs oil, but it reflects light too. You ever met somebody in real life and you're like, you don't look anything like your pretty pictures? This way, they will. They'll look exactly the same. You'll look the same as you do. All right, now, if I showed you this eyeshadow, Selena.
Oh, there's no way. There's
right?
no way.
You'd be like, blue eyeshadow, you are on the crack. No, it's fine, because look how pretty this is on her eyes.
Is that because she has blue eyes?
Oh gosh, no. In fact, actually, it's probably better if you have brown eyes to go with a blue, just to contrast. But blue eyes and blue eyeshadow is back in.
Oh, okay.
So it's okay if you hate this color, because we can always pick something that's a little similar. But I really do think this is quite pretty on lots of different people, because it's sort of gray. Can you see how that's got that little bit of a gray undertone?
I can. It
Now,
seems
all
so
you're doing
dark,
with this,
though.
it looks quite dark. So you see how the other colors they've picked are very light.
Mm-hmm.
So all we're doing here is just contrasting those. So this one, all we're doing is putting a little bit across the eyelid. So it just sort of, you can see right here on her face, how it just highlights right above her lashes.
Oh, I see. Yes.
So, I know you can't try these right this second, but if you were at home with any other dark color and you just tried that, just pushing it just on your lid, I think you'd find that it's kind of a cool look.
Okay.
You loved how soft and glowy she looked, right?
I do. Yeah.
And do you have anything this color?
No, because I never would have bought anything like that without talking to you first.
Well, I mean, I'm sort of the girl that you go to, right? But here's the
You
thing, like,
are.
you know this, that I will return it if you hate it. I
Oh,
promise.
okay.
And it
Let's
costs me
do it.
nothing. So
Okay.
I think that's really pretty. So what you're going to do, and don't forget, Selena, when you get all of these, I can walk you through this again.
Oh, yes, you're gonna come to my house every morning.
I wish. I wish, but I'm not leaving my house. I don't even think I'm going to do any appointments in real life anymore. I love this Zoom thing. So I will Zoom with you again, though, and show you. And then
Okay.
you can actually put them on.
Okay, deal.
Okay. So you're going to put that right on the eyelid. So remember, Selena, anywhere that's eyelid is where you could feel eyeball underneath it.
Okay.
So if you can't, it's not your lid. Then it's your crease or above your brow.
Okay.
Don't put it above your brow. So it'll be a very bad look. Okay, I promise. Okay, and then you're going to take this gold status, and this is just going right here in the lower lash line, and this is what's
Oh.
getting you that glow, because it's pretty and sparkly. So it's going to go in the crease a little bit, and then under the lash line,
Oh.
just a tiny little bit. So you can see that on her. It's just giving that little bit of sparkle right there. Just
Oh.
here and here, so that you're not putting it all over. It's not going all over. And then you have this matte eyeshadow of Biscotti that's going to go on the inner corner of her eyes. So you can see that here. She has her inner corner of her eyes is nice and light and bright. And then above her brow bone, do you see how much more awake and alert she looks?
Yes.
So that's really where I would go with that. So can I put those in your fake cart?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
All right, I'm doing it. So now, tell me about your lashes.
Well, my lashes are long looking when I put mascara on, but I think I always have to curl them.
You always have to curl them. So you want something that's going to maintain a curl a little bit more,
Yes.
right?
Uh,
Okay, and
yeah.
you have enough definition when you do wear any mascara, or do you want more volume?
I find too much volume makes me look like Tammy Faye.
Okay, and so that's why this one is in this look. This is the Lash Love Lengthening. So it's going to be a nice, thin, defined lash. And this one has a curved brush. So it's really going to amp up the curls.
Oh, perfect.
Does that work for you?
Oh, absolutely. Yes, I like the curved brush.
You know what? I'm going to skip the lash primer for you because lash primer helps to bulk it up, but it doesn't sound to me like you really want to bulk it up.
No, I don't like them to look, I like them to look like individual lashes, not clumpy lashes.
Yeah, and not that the primer does that, but it does kind of thicken them. So I think that's not really what you want.
Okay.
Some of us like a lot of lash, so we want the primer all the time. But if you want more of a softer, more defined curled look, then I think you should skip that. Now, here's my pro tip, you guys. This is the customer hat, regular hat, right? Okay. Here's your Carol hat. Skip one thing at least for her so that it is customized for her.
Oh, so she doesn't feel like you're just ramming everything. Okay, good
Yeah.
plan.
Okay. Skip one thing at least, no matter what. And always ask questions. Notice
Okay.
I didn't say, so this is the mascara. You're going to put mascara on. Right? I said,
Yeah.
tell me about your lashes. Now, one thing that's really kind of cool is if I click mascara or if I go to, it's hard to see at the top here. If I go over to the other window, I can always go through the different mascaras at the end. Or one thing I'll do is if she's not sure she wants that one, is I'll add that to the cart and then at the end go through the different mascaras with her.
Okay.
So if you had said, I like a lot of volume, I would have said, this is not the right one for you. But here's what we're going to do so we don't forget mascara, because people forget them all the time. And you have to return it, replace it every 3 months. And I know you weren't in a store 3 months ago, and I know you didn't buy any from me. So I know you need some. Right? Okay. So
Okay.
I'm going to put it in the cart. But remember, when we get there, that we want to switch that.
Okay.
That's it. And again, your byline for everything, you guys, is I don't want to forget. And
Right.
it's so spacey. I don't really know. I just don't want to forget. I'm not trying to sell you a whole bunch of stuff. I just don't want to forget. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So now, Selena, in this look, they would assume you've already got your foundation on. And I know you're addicted to CC cream, so we're going to leave it like that because that's a really beautiful, glowy look.
Okay.
Okay, so remind me at the end if you do think you need more CC cream. So something like that, right? Like ask her about her foundation before you get into putting blush on.
Okay.
But it's not in here. They never have it in there to put their foundation on. They always have this. I have to put my phone on do not disturb. It's driving me crazy. I thought I did, but my watch keeps buzzing. And I'm like, no one's dying. Everyone I, have in my house is in my house, so I'm fine. So I'm going to stop right there, the mascara part, because they always start with the eyeshadows. Always, in all these looks. And then I stop there, and then I say, now tell me about what do you like in a foundation, things like that, right? And you can go back to that and discuss that with her by going through the website. Okay?
Okay.
So then I say, now, you know what's so beautiful about this look and the glow that she has right here is this amazing cheek color. This is Shy Blush. It is like perfection. I honestly think it's the best eye color or best cheek color ever invented. It is just glowy and pretty and soft, and it looks good on everybody.
It looks so pink.
It does, but it's more peachy.
Okay.
So it's got a peachy undertone. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put it in there, but we're going to go to the shades at the end.
Okay.
So that if there's something you might like more that would still corroborate with this look, then we'll fix that. Okay?
Okay.
Because I know you don't have a blush, Selena.
I know.
I know you're scared of it.
I am.
So this is why I think you picked this look, though, because it's beautiful and glowy and a little out of your comfort zone.
It is.
And what happens if you get it and you look like Bobo the Clown?
You'll fix it.
I will fix it. I promise. Okay? So then I'm going to ask you this because nobody ever gives me a straight answer. So Selena, do you use a brow liner or gel to define your brows?
Oh, well, a while back, you taught me how to use the liner, and I find it looks like I have pencil on my face, like a pencil crayon.
It's too sharp
So
for you.
but my eyebrows, because I'm one of those girls that is way back when we had skinny eyebrows, and now I can't get thick eyebrows because, I'm old now and they just don't grow there. I get hair growing on the top of my lip, but I can't get it to grow on my eyebrow. So I don't know what to do because I have a liner, I use it, and then I hate it by the halfway through the day.
Okay, so I'm going to give you 2 of my pro tips for this. First of all, remember at the end of our appointment, I'm going to, if I forget, that you need the Lash and Brow Growth Serum so that you can grow those brows back because it is like magic. I love that stuff, but I don't want to forget that. But with brow liner, first of all, if you are just using plain brow liner, my favorite trick ever is to hold your fingers over your brows right after you draw on them. Okay, and then just hold them there for like 3 seconds and lift up. It'll melt it enough that it doesn't look like Sharpie-y.
Okay.
Okay, and the next tip is to not choke up on the bat. So can you see me over here? You don't want to be holding it like this.
Okay.
The closer you are to the end of the pencil, the firmer the stroke.
Right.
So you want to go from farther away. Selena, clean it up. Come on. I love it. She's so funny. So you want to go from farther away and short, quick strokes to just give you just the appearance of little hairs.
Okay. I did try that, but I don't know.
We'll
try.
When you get all of this stuff, so I know you already have a brow liner. You're not out, right?
But I don't think I have the right color.
What shade do you have again?
I have a dark blonde, actually.
You have dark blonde, but your hair is more of a gray.
More.
Right?
Yeah, I have a little bit of gray. Just, COVID
right
gray.
There.
Nothing serious. Just nothing serious.
You're so cute. You're blondie cutie. So this is more warm than the blonde. So I'm going to go to the blonde because the blonde is a bit cooler.
Oh,
Because
okay.
the dark blonde. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to return your dark blonde one and trade
Okay.
it for the blonde. Now, y'all, this is something, sorry, non-Selena hat here. This is consultant hat. This is something I do at every appointment if it's a customer already. I make sure I'm returning at least one thing if she's not happy with it. Oh, you don't wear CC cream? Let's return it and trade it for something else.
Oh, smart.
And I do the trade right there in the invoice. I don't do that whole thing where she has to wait for the return. You wait for the return. She don't wait for the return. Drives me crazy when people say that. Oh, I'm waiting on this return. No, you're not. Order it for her. Stop that. Okay. Take the hit for a second and return it. So do you see that? So I'm just going to do that. And then I would say to her, when we have that appointment, then we will go through it and make sure that you're doing it right. And I want to see you do it.
Okay.
Okay. So this is kind of a 2 appointment thing, which is normal, right? We would normally have an appointment and then a follow-up.
Yes.
Right? And you know what's kind of cool is she can invite somebody to her follow-up just the same as you would have invited somebody to the follow-up the next time with a normal appointment in normal BC days.
Oh, and you didn't have to pack everything up and drive for 2 hours and oh my gosh.
Uh-huh. And she's got all this makeup she's going to play with in front of her friend on Zoom, and her friend's going to want all this. Or at the very least, want her own appointment. Okay? So then I'm going to go to lip liner and lipstick and gloss. Now, this might seem like a lot, but don't forget, these are makeup artist looks. So I always say that, you guys. If they have like 14 things for the lips, I'm always like, these are makeup artist looks. So this might be totally something you're not going to do on a regular basis, is layer a lip liner and a lipstick and a lip gloss. So Selena, why do you think they do something like that in these looks? And I always say that. Why do you think they do use the lip liner? Not they use a lip liner because.
Oh, to make the lips like more defined?
Yeah, to define the lips for sure.
I don't know, Carol. Tell me why.
Well, the other thing is it's going to keep it on longer.
Mm.
And then do you have any issues with bleeding at all in your lipsticks?
Always. That's why I never wear lipstick.
Okay, so lip liner is going to be your new best friend.
Okay.
This lip liner has a little bit of a waxy texture to it. So what it does is it actually adheres itself more to skin, and it acts like a barrier so that the slidey stuff, which is your lip glosses and lipsticks, don't slide right off your lips and into your face.
Mm.
So you can use a lip liner to change the color of a lipstick or to deepen it up or lighten it up, or you can just use a lip liner like they have now in the same tone as your lipstick so that it just is all seamless. We're not doing that 90s thing with the darker lip liner.
Okay, good. I've been through that phase already.
No, if you are using a darker lip liner, you're filling in your lips with it before you put anything on. But like right now, I'm wearing medium nude lip liner, that I'm wearing that soft pink ballerina lip gloss. And I find that I don't even know where it is, but I find that by itself, it's just a little bit light for me, but I really love the pinky tone. So I like to deepen it up a little bit.
Oh, hey, that makes sense. Okay.
And it keeps it on a lot longer for me. So I love that in her look. And again, do you see how I'm always scrolling back to the customer or to the fake face? She's not fake. I'm sure she's real. I'm sure she's lovely. I'm sure she's somebody's daughter. But like, I always go back to this little cute model and I go, see how her lips are very defined, especially underneath.
Yeah.
So at the very least, I would love to see you get a lip liner and one of the lip colors. Now, why do you think they've used a lip gloss and a lipstick?
I don't know.
Well, one of the things you told me you loved about this look was that it was glowy.
Oh, yeah.
And lipstick doesn't give you sparkles.
So the lip gloss is sparkly.
This one isn't. This is Cafe Au Lait, but it's sort of shimmery. It's got that, it's not shimmery, but it's glossy. Now notice these are the old lip glosses, guys. So it's fine, okay? I don't know why they're not the new ones, but whatever, okay?
But that new, what is it called? It's not something, oh, I'm wearing it. I don't know.
Mauve Moment or yeah.
It looks almost like the Cafe Au Lait.
Exactly. And don't forget, you can customize these too for her. So if you prefer, like she said, she likes sparkly, I would do Fancy Nancy
Right.
with this, right? So then I can do that. Does that make sense to everybody? Is everybody okay there? You know what's really cool about these looks, guys, is a lot of times it's an unusual combination. So for example, in this one, Fall Back to Summer, is it has a coral lip liner, but the new unlimited gloss in Iconic Red.
Whoa.
And it's really cool because it gives it more of this kind of strawberry flush.
Oh, that is cool.
So it's really important when you are asking, and this is why I do this, is because when I do makeup appointments with people on a regular basis, I show them the 4 looks in the catalog. And I say, which one of these do you like the most? Because that shows me a lot about her. And then I say, what makes you attracted to that? So which do you like the most? What makes you attracted to it? Is it that she has the same skin tone as you do? Is it that you're more dramatic, like this bold and bronze? Is it that you want it to be soft and light? Right? Like if she picks these kinds of looks, the Oat Honey, the Bright Your Way, 5-minute face, she wants a lighter lip because that's guaranteed what they're looking at. Right? They're not looking at the rest of the face. You didn't realize that there was blue eyeshadow in that look, did you?
I did not.
No. And see, that's the other
yeah.
thing is I would say that to you if you were like, no blue eyeshadow. I was like, did you notice she was wearing blue eyeshadow?
No.
Was it like a beacon? Blue eyeshadow. No, it wasn't. It just made her look really pretty and glowy.
I figured because she looked almost like me.
See, and that's the reason that you picked that. So that's part of it, right? And so this is a great way for you to just go like, oh, cool. This is the kind of look my customer is looking for. So then when new things come out that go with that kind of look, right? Then you can have a reason to follow up with her and you can say like, you know, I know you like glowy looks. Well, we just got these new highlighters. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Then, is that your dog, Selena, or somebody
Yeah,
else?
sorry, I'm going to mute.
No, you're fine. Okay, so thank you for playing, Selena. I love you.
No, no worries. My husband just came home, so the dogs are going crazy. Sorry.
That's all good. Don't worry. My dogs
I'll
are
mute.
going crazy. Okay, so once I've got that all in there, guys, and I'm just going to I'm going to add in, I'm just going to put in the lipstick and the lip liner, is then you're going to go to the bag. And she can see this because you're sharing your screen. Okay, view bag.
Holy crap, I'm at $295.
That's always what they say,
I know.
right? And I say, don't forget, this is fake. This is not real. This A does not incorporate any of my sets and any of my deals for you. And B, this is everything in those looks. So now what we want to do is customize this for you and save anything else that you want into your next purchase or your next idea or something else that you might like later on. That's it. So that we know what you're talking about when you're like, hey, I think I do want that thing with the thing. You know that stuff we were talking about? I think I do want that. I mean, I'm good, but I'm not that good. And that's what I say. I really don't love the term wish list. Shauna talked about this last night. We had a Zoom call with a top director in the States, and she agrees with me. I don't love the term wish list because wish list is a salesperson term and it implies a future purchase.
Mm-hmm.
So instead, it's like, I'm going to put this somewhere else so that I remember what the heck we were talking about when you say I want that thing with the thing. Because you're not going to remember that it was called Iconic Red. You're going to say that bright lip gloss. And then we have to go through this whole thing where I'm like, this lip gloss or this lip gloss or this one? I don't remember. Which one was that? So this way we've got it all written down. So then here's what I do is I would say, Selena, out of all of these, what is the one thing that you were like, if I don't get that, I'm going to beat myself up?
Well, I'm watching you scroll, Carol, and well, okay, I'm looking at the eye primer and I'm saying, well, it's probably why I don't wear eyeshadow. So I'm going to try that.
Okay.
The Starry Night has me scared, but you know what? it's my birthday next week, so let's just like step outside the box and do it.
I love that. So the two, first of all, the major ones are the eye primer and the Starry Night.
Yeah,
Yes?
like yeah, we got to do all three eyeshadows because we got to
Okay.
do the look.
We're going to do the look. So then we do need to add this mascara in for sure.
Yes.
Because am I
But-
right? You don't have a new one in the last 3 months?
Oh no, but I'm thinking, when you were talking about that primer, I know you said that I probably don't need it, but maybe I think I do.
Because you're looking at it like, okay, maybe I need it because it might fall out or because you want
Well,
to clean it up a little bit.
I'm wondering if I wore a primer, do I have to wear 2 coats of mascara?
Not necessarily. Depends on the look you like.
So maybe the primer will give me my length and then the mascara will just give me the color.
You bet. Okay, so I'm going to add that in. And remember, if you hate it, you let me know.
Yes.
So notice what I did, guys. I just went to the next tab over because I'm already in there anyway. And I just went to makeup while she was talking, mascara, and then clicked that. Oh, and this
Yeah, she-
we need the
told me
serum.
to remind you about the serum.
Also, while I'm in here, do you have an eye makeup remover?
Oh, I've been using baby oil for 100 years.
All right, that hurts me. That hurts my feelings for putting it in there. I literally say that every time, and no one's ever been like, hey, stupid, I don't want that. They're always like, okay, I know. The thing is that they know. They know they're not supposed to use baby oil on their faces. They know they're supposed to replace their mascara. They just need you to go, yeah, you need that. All right, so now that we've got like your non-negotiables.
Oh, well, the skincare, I mean, but we didn't even talk about that, but that's just a necessity. I just
I
figured.
agree. I think the skincare is a necessity for you, especially because this the eye cream that comes with the Miracle Set is a non-oily eye cream. It's not oil-based, it's water-based. So I think that's going to be the best eye cream for you as well.
Okay.
And don't forget, you can put this under your eyebrows so that it's going to travel an inch in an hour, and it's going to hydrate that area of your eyes, because sometimes that's what causes a lot of issues, is that
Okay.
your eyes are not hydrated.
Okay.
Okay. So what of these things are you like, listen, I don't care, Carol, we're not getting this today?
Well, I'm a little nervous about the blush color.
Okay. Is it the color? Are you still looking at getting a blush?
Well, you always say I look like pale.
I do not say you look pale. I think I do say often, though, that if you want to look younger, a blush is your best friend.
Yes.
And I know you've said that to me before. So I'm going to just go here and I'm going to just click on all the different colors. So do you see what I did, guys? Sorry. Sometimes I go into like pure customer mode and I forget I'm training at the same time. So watch, all you do is click the color. Okay. And it pulls up all the different colors. And it even shows you all of the different things as you go across. So it's pretty cool. Okay, so then I say, what's your main concern? Oh, we're not even on that one anymore. Sorry, I messed it up. You messed it up. Hang on. Shy blush. So when we look at shy blush here, Selena, what is your main concern with the shy blush?
Okay, so to be really honest,
Please, don't lie to me.
as I've aged, I think of, you know what? I've been gray since I was 21, so I don't know why it worries me so much. But now that I'm old, gray is an issue. And as I age, all old ladies wear pink.
Oh, because you see that stereotype of the bright pink,
Yeah.
the chevrons,
Right?
right?
Like, yeah, like when I was a teenager, all old ladies wore matching pink tops and bottoms
Mm-hmm.
and red lipstick. You got to remember, it's the 60s and the 70s, right?
So first of all, we are not doing that. And
Thank
B,
you.
gray hair is in a really big way. Like, and 20-year-olds are dyeing their hair gray. And plus, after the vid, everybody's going, forget it, I'm not dyeing my hair anymore.
I started a trend.
I know. You're always a big trendsetter. So it's okay. So one thing is I want to show you what pink looks like. So I think, because sometimes on the computer screen, and I can't see what you're seeing, so sometimes these look really bizarre on the screen and then you're like, I could never wear that. So this is Darling Pink.
Okay, that's pink. Yeah.
Right? Compared to your Shy Blush, which is more orange. So then we can go to like Juicy Peach, which is actually one of my personal favorites, and it's not orange on your face, but it's a really great glowy blush.
Okay.
So you see, you guys, what happens is sometimes they don't want shimmer. Or sometimes they don't want matte, right? So you have to ask the right questions to find out what the heck is their issue with it. You can't just be like, no, you need that because it's the best one.
And maybe that's my thing is shimmer.
It
I
could
don't
be.
know. I don't know.
So with this one, we're not putting this right here by your nose because that will accentuate any pores or anything else there. We want this to go at the top of the bridge of the cheekbone right here so that it's going to lift your face. It's like a facelift in a shimmer. Okay, in a matte, you can go closer like this. But with a shimmer, you want it to be up here where the light hits you. So my favorite trick ever, Selena, when you get this, is go into like a dark room. You know how we used to play that game where we'd hold the flashlights underneath our faces?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, instead, I want you to go in a dark room and hold a light above your face and see where the light hits you on your cheeks. So wherever that light is where we want a shimmer blush to be. Or any highlighter.
I'm just going to write this down.
You bet. So I like to call it, now the reason I really love Shy Blush is I like to call it like a gateway blush. You know, like a gateway drug. It's like, it's so easy to wear and it looks good on everybody so that it's not too bright for anyone, that I think it's actually probably your best choice.
Okay. Well,
the only other thing I could think of is to go to a rosy nude, which is a matte. And I think that one would be lovely as well. This is not pink. It's a little rosy, you can see, but it's got same of that sort of terracotta undertone. So you won't have a pink cheek. But this is not shimmery. So this one you're going to put closer down around your cheekbones.
okay.
So what do you think?
No, you have to decide.
All right, well, you're getting it then.
Okay.
You remember, if you hate it, we'll take it away.
Okay.
Okay. How are you feeling about the lip liner and the lipstick?
Well, I've never worn the lip liner, and that's why I never wear lipstick. So, you know what? What's another 20 bucks? Let's do it.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so here's the one thing I want you to think about is that, yes, this says your total. I'm actually going to invoice you separately from this so that I can show you the deals that we have. And I'll just send that to you through Facebook. Okay, so that you can have the set sheets and everything else. So if you do have a set sheet you guys love, you can pull this up in the shared screen. Okay, so this is the easy way to do it. Does that make sense?
It's awesome.
The other thing that you want to do before you hit close on this, so notice that the eye makeup remover somehow didn't get in here. I want that in here. You have to have eye makeup remover. Now, what I might do is I might say, listen, Selena, you have to have eye makeup remover. I'm giving this to you. But I'm going to put it in the bag because I don't want to forget. And now the lash and brow serum isn't added in here. Did you want me to add it in? Oh, yes, it is.
Yes.
There. Oh, it did. It did put it in there. Why didn't it update? That's so weird.
Yes, I'm going to need that lash and brow because otherwise I won't be able to do the pencil and then I'll be 90 still.
Love it. Okay, so don't look at the total. And here's the thing, try to not scroll up. See this? She's just gonna poop her pants. You don't need her to poop her pants, just keep it down. Try not to scroll.
Okay.
So what's really cool about this is that this is a one-time investment for most of these things. A lot of this doesn't need a reorder on a regular basis. So you're looking at, for the Miracle Set, about 3 to 6 months. Most of our customers are using 3 a year. So you have lots of time before you need a new one. And the eyeshadows and stuff, you know how long eyeshadows last. So you will be totally fine. The only thing I will pull your hair about, Selena, is that you do need to replace that mascara every 3 months.
Okay.
So I'll make sure and I'll put it in my reminders.
Okay.
Okay.
That would be good.
Now that we have that all in there, you're going to get a brush set for having your appointment with me at half price. Is that something that you're down for?
Oh, absolutely. With my new eyeshadows, of course.
Love that. And see, now if she's like, oh, you know what? I don't know. I don't really need it. You know what? I'll give her a couple of other things either for free or half price, right? So that it's about the same. I'm not going to tell her that. I'm just going to be like, hey, are you down with that? Like eyeshadow? Some of the people have been picking the smoky eye kits, and lots of times I'll give them that instead if they already have brushes, because the smoky eye kits have brushes in them. Or if I know she bought the brush set already, then you might say something else on your wish list that you're going to get for half price. All right? Here's what's cool is if she decides to save something to the wish list, look, she has to find, well, I would assume I'm in mine, sorry. So once you're in your own, it says register as a customer and register yourself, and that's when you're gonna get all of her information in there. So I'm sorry, it won't let me do that, but hang on, we'll just do this. I meant to go to mine, but my thing didn't do it, so it's not going to have the same cart, I don't think. Oh, it did. Oh, I love you, Mary Kay. Thank you. So,
oh, wow.
That's awesome.
No
So
kidding.
let's say she wanted to save the miracle set for later. I'm going to go save to wish list. And she has to either sign in if she's already created an account, or she has to create an account. So, Selena, this system's so easy because then everything's in there for you. You don't have to worry about it later. You can log in and it'll tell you everything you liked before.
Oh, that's perfect.
And it'll even give you suggestions. So see, she has to set this up. Okay, and then once she does, and I'm not going to do this because I've set up like 5 fake customers training on this, and then it's very annoying because it shows up as my PCP. And I'm like, right, that person's not real. Shmoo shmoo moo moo is not a real customer and doesn't need a catalog. So, and I always worry that I put a fake address in and that shmoo shmoo moo moo or whoever lives there is going to get a fake catalog that says, get a catalog that says shmoo shmoo moo goo. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to sign her in, and then there's questions to ask about her skincare, about her makeup routine, all of those things, and you can do that together. Now, a lot of people do this. I'm just going to stop sharing here. Hang on. A lot of people do that before the appointment. I prefer to do it after because I'm going to create that wish list with her, and I'm going to make sure that everything's in there. And then that way I can customize her cart. So like if she says to me, well, I don't really like this kind of, I don't like powder at all. And I'm like, but you have powder in your cart. Should I take powder out of your cart? Right? Or she's like, oh, I have baggy eyes and I've got her on a miracle set with the 3D eye cream, but I think she should be on the repair eye cream. Whatever. Okay? Does that make sense, you guys? Is that easy?
Yeah.
Any questions? You can unmute yourselves, ask away. Oh, I see a chat, but I didn't even look. Sorry. Thank you. I'm glad I made you laugh. Anybody? Don't forget that you can still ask for referrals here.
How do you do a class with a referral or with a, what's the word I'm trying to think of? Draw lead.
Like a draw lead, same way. Do you have half an hour? Let me borrow your face. Okay. And that way I would actually, if I were doing that and I didn't know her at all, right? Didn't know her at all, then I would start by registering her as a customer. And be like, you're going to have the password to this. I will not remember. Trust me, I am not that good. So you're going to have the password to this. If you decide to change anything in here, or you decide to delete your profile completely because you're like, I hate that lady, she's a stalker or whatever, it's cool. You can do that. Don't worry. This doesn't register you in my website for the rest of your dang dong life. And then you're like, I hate her. Let me go. Release me. So I like to do the registration first because then you're going to go through the profile questions. But a lot of your people who bought a lip gloss, bought this, bought that, right? Especially in the vid days and when we weren't leaving our house and we weren't doing any appointments and they didn't actually have an appointment with you at all, need some sort of appointment with you. So the key to it is that you're going to constantly ask questions. You want to be looking at her face. That's the key. Because then I can look at her and be like, what are you talking about? I don't see any large pores. Show me. And like, she can like zoom right in if she wants, right? She can say, no, look, they're right there. And then we can talk about it that way. Notice, did I hold up a single product? No. Did I have to have my desk all prepared? No. Did I have to do makeup on my camera with her? No. I'm still going to have that booked appointment for her follow-up for when her products get there. And yes, I do direct ship to her. I don't care if she lives 3 blocks away. I literally, the second we're done and I know she's paid, I throw it into the cart and chuck it her way because she's going to get a cute little box from Mary Kay. And then I book that follow-up appointment with her. That's it. And then I'll walk her through it and I'll be like, no, Selena, your eyelid, your eyelid, your eyelid. That's your eyebrow. Right? Sorry, Angie, I didn't see your chat. Do you? Yes, I do. Okay, so I've been doing a lot of makeup appointments where I did send samples because I put it out to my customers. Like if I send them all messages like, do you want samples? And I'll send you stuff and walk you through it. And then what ends up happening though, by about 20 appointments in is I've got so many layers of contour on my face that I look like I could star in my own drag queen show. Right? So a lot of times, so one thing, here's my Zoom hack. I have a brush set in my office for me. Because I don't know about you, but half my brush sets look like garbage, or the dog has eaten one end of it, or it's like dirty and I didn't have time to clean it. So I usually clean these, but I did appointments today, so mine are a little bit messy. But then what I'll do is, even if you're not putting it on your face, is at least you can show her where it would go on her face. So for example, when Selena does have her follow-up and I give her that shy blush and I say, okay, take out the brush, because she's going to get the brush set in her appointment, right? And this is the other thing I hate about samples, is they got to put everything on with their darn fingers. Right? And then they're like, I don't like this color of blush. Well, no kidding. Who would? You look like Bobo. Because half the time she doesn't even have her own brushes. She's got nothing. So I like having her brushes with her, and she's got everything, and I can return it if she doesn't like it. So then I would say to her, like, okay, so you got 3 sides to the brush, and I know you're not at the contour stage yet here, Selena. This is new. Not you, Selena. I know you can do it. But my fake customer, okay, usually it's Cindy, who is my imaginary friend growing up. But I would say, like, when we do the contour class together, and then I would book that for later. Once she's gotten some comfort with this, then we'll amp her makeup look up a little bit, right? So then you're just going to show her where to put it. So then I would just do this with like a naked brush, but just here, like that. But trust me on this one, if you're doing 1 appointment in a day, fine. You can glam up together. Like lots of times I'll book my first appointment and then bring my makeup downstairs and just do it with her. Because then I'm working and getting my own makeup on. That's great. But then after that, then what? You got to wash your face and do it again, do it again, and do it again. It's fine if it's 1 appointment a day, but I like to crack them off. Like I'm lazy. I don't want to, and I have ADHD, so I want to be like, whatever I'm doing, I'm focused on doing. So if I'm sanding my stairs obsessively, I don't want to switch gears and then have to do makeup. I want to go like 6 straight hours of Zoom calls, and I don't care if my watch is like, hey, how about a walk? Doesn't matter. I'm just going to do it, and then I'm done, and it's gone. In the pre-vid days, I loved a power day. I loved parties for that. I loved doing a 3 o'clock in the afternoon Saturday party and a 7 o'clock party because I was in the mojo. It's like when you're like, but like this, Shauna said last night about learning to ride a bike. First time you get back on a bike after 20 years, it's like, what is happening? Right? Second day, it's easier. It always takes you more time to get prepared to go for a run than it does to actually go on the damn run. Right? So if you're already in the zone and you're already cracking them off, then you're just like, hey, cool, that one's done. Make something funny on Facebook. Hey, what you doing right now? Can I borrow your face? It requires.
Do you ever do one? Oops, sorry.
Go ahead.
Do you ever do like 5 people at a time?
Yeah,
Like a
lots of
class?
times. So in that way, then the hostess or whoever was my first contact and then her friends came on, then I would get that hostess to pick the look.
Okay.
But it's a little different then. Usually I'm going through Mary Kay favorites or I'm doing something. It's a little different in a party way. I just wanted to show, like, there's so many ways to do this. This is just one way I do for a lazy, lazy way. You can do lots of different things. Like if you're going to do a group, my favorite thing to do in a group is to do my own makeup and then put everything I'm doing in the cart on my website when I share it. Right? So I'll do that in advance. Like if I'm going to do that, then I have everything on my table. I pre-do a cart with everything. I might make a set sheet. I might do that. And then I'll go through everything and I'll be like, all right, Sarah, what do you want out of this list? And I'll just write it on a piece of paper and send her the invoice separately. Okay? Like that. But usually, like, I don't know. I was the queen of facials before. I do a lot of one-on-ones. I like to connect with people one-on-one. And then you're just getting referrals. So look at the commodity. Look at what she really wanted that she didn't get, that she took out of her cart reluctantly. Because it's not about the value, it's about what she really wanted. Okay? And then you say, okay, so, you know, my business thrives on these. And I'd love to send a text real quick to one of your friends and offer her exactly what you got today and a half price brush set, because that's what I do. So when you give me 10 text names and you've got your phone right in your hand, just real quick, write them down. I'm just going to write them down while as you give them to me. So Marilyn and 403, da, 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 da. And what's cool about it is that you can ask her questions about that person. You can be like, oh, Marilyn, and how old's Marilyn? Like, you know, she cool with Zoom? Is she a Facebooker? What is it? Do you get it? Just like that. Oh my gosh, Selena, I'm going to be able to give you that eye makeup remover for free that you wanted. Okay, whatever that is. Sorry, Andrea, I missed your question. What did you say? We're going to do with her for this appointment. Oh, I just, I'll like post on Facebook something. And if somebody comments or likes or loves it, that's in my customer base or isn't like a Mary Kay consultant, because you know they're everywhere on your Facebook. But then I'll just be like, hey, Angie, what you doing right now? She's like, nothing, have my coffee. Would you let me borrow your face? I have to see 30 virtual faces and I'm so not done. And it's almost the end of the month. Just like normal, just like, can I borrow your face? It's gonna take half an hour. I'll send you the Zoom link in 5 minutes. That's it. And this is fast, like, because I'm training too at the same time, but this still only took an hour total, including the training. It's usually done in 40 minutes. Okay? Any other questions, comments? Remember, you can be trained to the nines and never do it. So promise me you're gonna try it. Hey, what you doing right now? I just learned this. Can I borrow your face? I know you'll be nice to me. What you doing? What you doing right now? Nothing. Who's doing stuff? Nobody. They're scrolling Facebook and getting in arguments. Save them from that. Okay. Rose has got all the names, so she's going to do the draw. And then I will send you this fun something. Anybody else have anything?
Thanks, Carol. I learned so much. That was amazing. I didn't know that there were so many tricks and loops and everything else when you went on. And I didn't know that you could do that when you looked on the e-catalogs.
It's pretty cool, right?
That magical stuff. Mary Kay made it so easy and I didn't know.
And that's the thing. You're selling consultants on these $24 kits that come with their website. And then this is the easiest way for them to sell. Because they don't have to know anything. They can go through the look and be like, do you want that? Cool. Let's add it. Let's add it. Let's add it. Let's add it. That's it. And lazy. I like lazy. I
Now,
don't-
would you use this with the Mirror Me app? Is that the one
Yes.
that they try on
I
with your
love it with the
colors?
Mirror Me app too. Like I love doing the Mirror Me app, but the problem with the Mirror Me app is it doesn't have everything. So one thing I would say to Selena, maybe if she was concerned about it and she was on, because sometimes they're using the only device they have for the Zoom call. So they can't switch, right? So then I'll just be like, when we're off this call, download this app. And I send her a picture of what the app looks like. And I say, try on this eyeshadow on your face and make sure you still like it. Because we can always change it. So if she's not sure, and don't forget lip liner looks crazy on that app. So be aware. It's quite funny. At my parties, I use the Mirror Me app a lot, like in pre-vid days. I would get everybody to download it and then find the craziest thing to put on and then share their pictures, like the weirdest lip color or whatever. I would do that. It would be quite funny. Okay. All right, Rose, who's our winner chicken dinner? Oh, she's not muted. Hang on.
No, just a minute, got it. Sorry, I didn't unmute myself. Pamela B.
Pamela B. Pamela, who do you belong to? Where is she? I don't know where she went.
Hey,
Or she's
Carol, it's Lori Hinky. She's mine.
Yeah. Okay. Can you message me her address?
Yep, you betcha, hun.
Perfect. All right. Hope this was good for you guys.
It was
Love you all.
awesome, Carol. Thank you
Thank
so
you, Carol.
much.
Great job. Great job.
Absolutely
Hey.
brilliant.
Thank
Well,
you so much.
Lazy people get stuff done. The microwave was invented by a lazy person. I can guarantee you. Right? Okay.
Thank you.
Bye,
Good job,
everybody.
Carol.
Thank you.
Thanks, Carol.